welcome back to another live here with Design Bundles. Today, I am super duper excited, as you can tell, because I said super duper, but I am so pumped because we are going to be making those glitter ornaments. If you guys did not know, or you guys did not follow our live, or I talked about it a couple weeks back, that we actually hit, I think it's almost 8 million now with this little guy right here over on TikTok. So thank you guys for that. But we are going to be making these with a few different methods like the Mop and Glo and Polycrylic and all of those kind of things. So I'm going to show you guys from start to finish how to do those. So I am so pumped. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so as you guys are joining in, you guys let me know, where are you guys from? What are you guys crafting today? Are we gearing up, trying to get those last minute gifts? I'm going to tell you guys, I am the worst this year. I just have so much going on that I feel like I have hardly done any Christmas shopping, and I have so much stuff to buy still and so many things to do. So I'm hoping tonight I'm going to go and try to finish that stuff up today. So you guys wish me luck. Good luck to you guys on your shopping adventure or your gift making or crafts that you guys are doing. So there's a few personal things I've got to make because you guys know we're all crafters. We're going to DIY some of it. So we got to get some of that going on. But like I said, let me know. I can see you guys. I got Kathy here. Hello, hello. I got Mary. Welcome, welcome from Kentucky, Texas, Louisiana. You were pretty close to me, Wisconsin. So Indiana, welcome, welcome, welcome. Like I said, today we are going to be making those really fun glitter ornaments. So I am pumped for this. So I'm going to show you guys how to do these from start to finish. We're going to be cutting out our adhesive vinyl and all of that. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway, guys. I think you guys are ready. You guys are coming in here hot and heavy. You guys are coming in. I can see we've got some shopping going on and all of that. So our very first giveaway we're going to do is $15. 15 plus credits. So you're going to have access to our plus side so you guys can get 15 of those plus designs. So if you are not a plus member, this is a great way to play with those and check out that area and snag some of those 15 designs. And if you are a plus member, it's just going to add on to what you already have. So it's going to give you an extra 15 plus credits. So to do so and enter this giveaway, in the comments below, just use hashtag Christmas for a chance to win those 15 plus credits. Now, also, I would love to see all of those Christmas emojis. Also, I would love to see all of the Christmas emojis because we're getting ready for Christmas. And I'm super sad because I know that we're going to lose the snowman soon. He's gonna leave us. So we've got weeks left with this guy. So I'm really, really sad. So I want to see all those really fun emojis on top of it, but use that hashtag Christmas for a chance to win the 15 plus credits. All right. So like I said, hello to everybody. I can see all of you guys. Yay, Susan. Hello, hello. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull open the site really quick. We're going to pull open the bundle that we're using today. This is the Kids Christmas SVG Bundle, and I am so here for it. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a full screen. I won't be able to see you guys, but I'm sure you guys can still see me. So we're using the Kids Christmas SVG Bundle, and we are getting down to the last days of this. So just to answer a few questions that we get sometimes is, do you have to be a plus member to purchase these bundles? And the answer is no. You will still get them at this $15 value. If you are a plus member, say for example, if you were the bronze or the silver, you would save 10% off. If you are gold, you would save 15% off this bundle. So you'll get it even cheaper. But if you're not a plus member, you will get it for the $15. But the other thing I want to point out is we are down to 15 days. So it is time sensitive. Once it's gone, it's gone. We do not bring it back at these prices. And so if they go back to full price, you can still snag them at that, at those prices. But like I said, definitely make sure you guys check this out. $15, you can't beat it. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in here and see some of the cool stuff that we have. These would be great for if you're making them for yourself, your own family, or you are gifting them, or if you were going to be selling them. So like these little Santa totes are amazing, and there's several different designs to choose from. We have these really cute dinosaur designs that would be perfect on a t-shirt for a kid. Imagine the pajamas with the plaid bottoms would be so, so cute. We have this little bundle here, which we're actually going to be using today for one of our ornaments. These are perfect for stocking stuffers, passing out to your classroom for your kiddos, parties, all sorts of fun things. So you put those eggs in the middle, just super, super great. Easy gift. You could put a gift card attached to those. lots of gift tags. We've got stuff for babies, so you could do a baby onesies with these. Precious. We've got Christmas countdown because we're still early into, I think, December, but we still have enough time to do our countdown. So if you guys wanted to make your very own sign, I've actually made multiple of these, and I pull them out every Christmas. So even if you watch this back later after the live and you want to make one of these, definitely feel free to do so, because I have pulled mine out. My aunt actually came the other day and she was like, "Did you make that?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, like 2 years ago. I pull it out each year." So definitely check that out. We've got Christmas gnomes. We know we love them. I'm going to be using this one today. This is the Christmas alphabet. So it has every single letter. So you could personalize t-shirts, pillows. We're going to put it on the ornament obviously today. I wish I would have brought this in here. I may have to go out and snag that. So I actually made this for Instagram and TikTok. This is a gingerbread house out of paper. And I put a little light inside, like the little, what do you call it? Like the little candle teacup lights. And it is just so cute. This was a ton of fun to make, and it was so easy, and it just used cardstock. So I highly recommend y'all make that, especially if you have a little village. So cute. Lots of t-shirts, signs. I also made this one. These are perfect too for passing out in the classroom, a party, church event, you name it. Stocking stuffers. These crayons fit in here so perfectly. They will not fall out. They were just designed absolutely perfect, and the kiddos color them. Love these. And once again, they kind of fold too. You could put a gift card in those as well. You can hang them on the Christmas tree, whatever you would like. We're going to be using this one today. This is Build Your Own Snowman Bundle. So we're going to be putting this on an ornament, but you can feel free to do this on all sorts of fun stuff. I love this guy too. So I've almost made this a couple times, and I probably will before this is over. This is a melting snowman that you can make out of cardstock as well. And it's just so cute. And the list just goes on. As you can see, that was just some of those that I've mentioned, and it's still going. So this bundle is just cram-packed full of goodies for you. And it's not just for kids, but in a sense, we've designed it for you to have some things for your kiddos, like making the Santa tray and all that. So it has everything you need to take care of the kiddos this holiday season. Also consider the charities. I'm going to go ahead and drop this screen really quick so I can talk to you guys. So let me drop this really quick. All right, here we go. Another thing to think about is the charities, Toys for Tots and all of those. We can DIY some of this stuff and drop it off at places like that. I'm a big fan of the women's domestic violence shelters and things like that. There's kiddos involved too. And so think about places like that you could actually make something and donate this year. So you don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. You can definitely make some t-shirts, pajama sets, you name it. So definitely feel free, or if you guys participate and do any of that, let us know. We love hearing that feedback. So definitely make sure you're following us on our Facebook community group and let us know all about it. We would love to hear about it. All right, so I see you guys are using those hashtag Christmas. So I think it's time. Let's go ahead and do our first giveaway. So I always have to make sure I say this right. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway. All right, here we go. We've got it. So let's go ahead and hit that draw button. Good luck to everybody. This is for 15 plus credits. And like I said, all you have to do is just reach out and they'll add that to your account right away. And you don't have to be a Plus member. Congratulations, Donna Clutter. Thank you so much for watching us here on Facebook. You just won 15 plus credits. I'm super excited for you. All you have to do is reach out to Mel at designbundles.net and let them know that you are the lucky winner of the 15 plus credits. And they will add those to your account as soon as possible. All right. So I think we're ready for another giveaway because you guys know we're going to do another one, right? So we are a fan of gift giving, especially it's the holidays. So here we go. So if you guys are ready for another one, I want to see your favorite emojis. Drop them down below. So open up your phones, whatever is the first emoji that is on your phone, drop it down. I want to see it. I want to see that go-to emoji. So as you guys are bringing those in, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys some of the ones I've already made, and then I'll give you guys that hashtag. All right. So here we go. So we are going to drop down so I can show you the ones I've already made. Check out this big girl. She is so cute. This is a gingerbread face. You could definitely do a snowman. I put a little bow on her. And then I put a little ribbon. These are from the Dollar Tree. You get these big ones right here from the Dollar Tree. And I actually made this one, so I'm reusing it today with hot cocoa and marshmallows. So feel free to do whatever you would like. But we did this one right here. I think we did this one with the Mop and Glo, and it's gold glitter. It's gorgeous. And then this one here is the one that got us 8 million views. And so this one is done with a polyacrylic. So you guys can see these were done maybe, almost 2 months ago, I think. Month and a half, 2 months. And you can see no problems whatsoever. This is made with polyacrylic. Got that cute little face. And so there's that. And then we did a Santa cam. So the Santa cams are always fun. And there is one included in this set here. So we did that with the red glitter. And this one we used the Beacon. I think it was Beacon's glue. It is, I know I have it here somewhere here. If you guys have watched this video, it dried completely clear. So at first it had, because it was a white glue, but it dries clear. So you guys will probably see that today with one of the ones we're going to use, but it completely went clear whenever it is completely done. So anytime you guys are using those adhesives it took mine maybe like a couple days just to completely clear out. It will clear out. So if it's like a white haze at first, don't give up. It will clear out. All right. I see all those fun emojis. Here we go. I think we're ready. All you have to do, this is going to be for 1 month's Plus Gold membership. So this is going to give you an entire month. If you guys are not a Plus member, this is absolutely perfect. So all you have to do is use hashtag, I want to make sure I'm saying this right, hashtag gift. So hashtag gift is going to get you 1 month's Plus Gold membership. So definitely make sure you guys are using that down below. Hashtag gift. All right. So here we go. I was trying to make sure I did all of that correctly. I think I did. So let's go ahead and go over all of the details while you guys are working on that hashtag gift. So the supplies that I have here, what you're going to need is a clear ornament. Once again, Dollar Tree has them in a couple sizes. They actually have the big one, the small ones, and they do have the flat ones. They even have some that are shaped like the old vintage bulbs. So really get creative with those. But the ones that I actually have here today, I do have one of the clear. This is actually, I think this came from the Dollar Tree. We're going to do another big one today. I found these. I'm going to drop y'all down below just to show you. And these actually have a holographic to them. Iridescent, if you will. These were from Hobby Lobby, $7.99. You know, Christmas is 50% off, so super cheap, pack of 4. So there is these. I was trying to decide, I may actually swap for this one because it looks a little bit bigger than this one. I don't know, they may be the same size. Let me take a look. They are the same size. So you guys let me know today. Do we want to use clear or the iridescent? So in the comments below, clear or iridescent, we'll choose from one of those. And then the other one, you can get a pack of these. Once again, Hobby Lobby, $7.99, 50% off. These are actually glass. So this is for the flat ones. So we have those. I'm going to be using one of those. So I'll go ahead and open this guy up and get one of those out as well. So you're going to need your ornament, glass or plastic. And we're going to get this out. All right. Let me pop this guy out of here. So we got it. Set that out of our way. We'll get those out of our way. There we go. You're going to need some adhesive vinyl. I'm using the Starcraft Permanent. I always love to use the matte. If you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I don't ever use glossy, honestly, on anything. I love the matte. Transfer tape. And then obviously my Cricut. I've got some glitters here. I'm actually going to drop y'all again and show you. You really want to look for fine or ultra fine. So that was a question I seen the other day was, you know, which glitters. I really wouldn't recommend chunky. You want fine or ultra fine. And I actually grabbed these at Michael's. So you can grab these pretty much anywhere. I think we've got some link down below for Amazon. And I'll let you guys help me choose some colors here in just a little bit of what we're doing. So we've got some glitters there. And then I'll pop this back up here again. I have my polyacrylic, but the way that I have this stored, and I've actually had this stored in this container, I want to say for 2 years, and it's still good to go. This is just a condiment container, and it makes it so much easier to put in. So you could label this and have it say polyacrylic, but I know what my stuff, I have it on a shelf in my craft space, obviously, but this is polyacrylic in a condiment bottle. You can even get them from the Dollar Tree, I think. We're going to be using Mop and Glo. Mop and Glo is another good option, and it comes with a ton of it, and it's already in its own spout bottle. Now today, I'm going to try a little bit different. I'm always pouring it. I may spill a little bit, but today I'm going to try to put this on top and then tilt it. So we're going to try something different. Mop and Glo. And then we were going to use hairspray, but the hairspray that I was looking for, so this is one that you can use, is the travel bottle. So it's not the one that has the aerosol. It is the one that has like the mist, if you will. So like Pantene would be good. You can get them usually for $1. That liquid is adhesive. You guys know if you've used hairspray, right? So you want to put a little bit of that in there, spin it around, and do the same thing we're doing today. Like I said, our area didn't have one, and I didn't want to show with the aerosol. So I definitely couldn't get my hands on that. But if you can, use that as well. Another one that has been asked for a decade. So I thought, you know what? We haven't done one with this yet. And this is a question that gets asked all the time is, can you use Mod Podge? So I'm going to be using the matte one. And once again, it will dry clear. So you guys will see that haze probably today. But we're going to do it. I'm going to show you guys Mod Podge. All right. I've got some coffee cups here. So get yourself like some old plastic cups. If you went to Starbucks or, you got your drink for the day, those old plastic cups or the red Solo cups or something, and just put you like 2 paper towels in the bottom because that's going to help grab and capture, my words today, this excess fluid. So I have 2 paper towels in each one of those push down coffee cups. And then I think we're good. Squeegees. Pretty much all of our things. So it's a process. So when we put this in here, we're going to have to let it drip. And so when that's doing that, we're going to move on to the Cricut. All right. So let's go ahead and start to load some of these in. Let's see. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Is it Sissy Sue? I want to make sure I was reading that right. I've got to get some readers, I think, for this. Iridescent. I'm seeing some iridescents coming in. Okay. Here we go. Now, I think what I'm going to do, I used the Mop and Glo in this guy. So today, I'm going to use the Polycrylic. All right. Pop open your top. I've already got a face on this one, and it's very similar to the one that we're using in today's, but I'll show you guys obviously in Cricut Design Space. So I've already got it on here, so I hope everybody doesn't mind. I feel like I'm cheating the system, but you got to utilize. All right. So for the Polycrylic, and I will drop you guys down. All right, we're going to do the Polycrylic first. I'm going to go ahead and have one of the coffee cups ready. We'll move these guys out of the way. No, I think I'll have it down here. Perfect. So what you want to do is you're going to take your ornament, pull off your top, and then once again, this makes it so much easier because Polycrylic comes in like a can, almost like a paint can. You're just going to squeeze some of that in there. A little bit goes a long ways. All right, this is a big ornament though, so I'm going to get a little bit more. So I probably put way too much, but because we're live, I want to make sure we're coating it pretty quickly. All right, so we're going to do this. Now, one thing you could do is open this lid and have it pour right back in there, and you wouldn't waste a thing. So you guys can see I'm just tilting and I'm coating everything. So I'm just going around and around until everything is coated. And then once we get towards that top part, I'll really start to work it towards this piece right here. We're just going, I can see you guys' hashtag gifts coming in. All right, here we go. Now, are you guys gearing up and getting ready for Christmas dinner? This is a question you guys will see in a video coming soon. I've already asked you, but I want to know, do you guys do Christmas dinner? Do you guys do Christmas breakfast? And I'll actually bring you guys up here so you guys can see this, by the way. Christmas breakfast, or do you guys do Christmas dinner? So I know like whenever I was growing up, my mom always did. It almost felt like Thanksgiving again, but we didn't do the turkey. It was the ham and all of the things all over again. But as we've kind of grown, we do like a Christmas breakfast at my sister-in-law's each year. But that's pretty much it. We don't really do a Christmas dinner anymore, but I was curious what you guys do. And if you do, what do you guys make? What's your favorite dish? Dinner. Okay, I see dinner's coming in. I know it's so weird. I don't know if that's something with my kids' breakfast. We've been talking because we want to make our own traditions. I need to bring back the dinner. Because see, my kids are not. It was so funny because I text everybody. This is the first time. I want to say this is the first Christmas that everybody is not at home. So we only have one kid left at home. So I text my kiddos and I said, obviously, nobody's going to be at the tree at 3 a.m. Now, you guys seen, I dropped this down. So I've got the towels. I want to make sure I'm not talking over what I'm doing. I've got the coffee mug with the towels in here, and I'll actually show y'all just so you guys can see. So you guys can see my towels. So these are actually perfect. Even if you were using the Solo cup, it would do the same thing. And so what we're going to do is we'll set this over here so it can continue to do its thing. All right. So like I said, I messaged the kids. And I'm like, obviously, we're not going to be meeting at 3 a.m. because that was my kids every year. I don't care if they were 18. They want to get up at 3 a.m. Anyone else? And so I was like, y'all want to sleep in a little bit? And so we're trying to come up with a time. I'm thinking we're going to do probably around 9. They're grown now. All right. So for the next one, I see a lot of dinners coming in. Christmas early supper. Oh my goodness. Let's see. We do have a big dinner. I'm going to get back to the dinner, obviously. Okay. So let me think for a second. I did this one with the glue. So I'll switch this one to the Mop and Glo. Trying to do the opposite on different ornaments. So this one I'm going to try to do a little bit different. I've got it opened. And this time I'm going to, and I'm going to do it with it like this, just so you guys can see at the same time. I'm going to try to put it in here like this and then tilt. Because last time I made a little bit of a mess. Get a little bit in there. Now this one is like, when you go to work with your Mop and Glo, I'm going to drop y'all down, see if y'all can see it a little better. See how wiggly this is? This is like a liquid, where the other one's a little bit thicker, slow moving. Not this one. This one almost seems like it's got bubbles. They'll go away. Hopefully you guys can kind of pick that up there a little bit. This one is like you stuck water in it. So you're just going to go around and coat everything. So I like to kind of swoop around there a few times and be careful, because this one is not slow like the other one. So it can literally fall out the top. So I don't want to get it all over my workspace. So I'm just going to make sure we're coated. And then I will actually get my other cup. Okay, I already have it, obviously. So as I start to get towards the end, I'm going to carefully shake to make sure I'm getting my top area covered really good and getting it all the way around that brim. Now, for this one, same thing. We're going to get it right here in the top. We're going to let it sit. And I may have to get me a little bit of a prop. Like, no, I'm just going to let it go. Let me see. I'll bring y'all back up so y'all can see what I've got going on here. All right, let's see here. Dinner prime rib. Yum. All right, so I'm going to let that one drip as well, because it takes a good 5 to 10 minutes to get them to drip. So you want them, they're obviously not going to, don't let it sit overnight. It takes about 5-10 minutes for them just to kind of really drip out. This is the problem if you don't let them completely do their dripping. When you go to put the glitter, trust me, I know, because I've rushed the process. So if you don't let it just completely do its dripping, you're going to put your glitter in there. And so what will happen is you didn't allow all that excess to come off. So whenever you, it's now in this, it's moving. So you're going to have a big old chunks missing where your glitter should be. So if you're ever making these and you notice your glitter is kind of breaking up and all that, that's what happened. You didn't give it enough time to let all that excess. Basically, what we're going to be leaving is a sticky residue for this to adhere to. And that's all that's happening. That's why I said the hairspray will work, really any sort of adhesive in that sense. So here we go. Let's see. Dinner. We have, you know, my husband would absolutely be pumped right now. All right, let's see here. We do breakfast at home, then big dinner with everyone. Love it, love it, love it. I love all of this stuff. Now, remember, when I go home, I will read all of these. I love reading all of your guys' stories and stuff. So please continue to share. All right, so let's do our last one. This one, I'm hoping I don't make a mess on, because I didn't really think this through. The best thing you would really need is a medicine dauber would really work, you know, like, or even if you poured this in a little container as well, but even like those little syringes and stuff like that would work really good, but I wasn't prepared. So I'm gonna try to make just a little hole to where I could get it going. So first of all, let me shake it one more time just to make sure we're safe. I shook it this morning. Let's see. I'm going to try to read this one really quick. I have 6 kids, 5 at home, but still my one is very excited to come home this year and sleep over. I wish mine were doing that. I can't even imagine what time he's going to get up and out, because this is one that lives away, are the bigger children at the end of the day of the month. Oh, I'm telling you what, I wish my kids, I almost asked them if they would sleep over. We are doing Christmas Eve dinner. I cook big breakfast. Oh my goodness. Now, when you guys cook a big breakfast, what do you guys do? One thing, and I've never been a fan of, but I know a lot of you guys are, and my sister-in-law makes chocolate gravy. I can't do. I want a white gravy with pepper in it. I want it on my biscuits with some sausage. So yeah, let me know what you guys do for breakfast. I've been watching some like TikToks, and I've seen people do all these pancakes and waffles and all of the thing. All right, so we're going to take the iridescent. I think this one won. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to drop y'all down, so hopefully we can see this at the same time. So wish me luck, guys, because, you know, I come unprepared. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try to carefully. That worked out pretty good. I'm going to squeeze a little bit in there. I'm going to put a little excess just to make sure I cover everything. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and coat this one. So it's going to be the same thing. I'm loving that iridescent. So now remember, this will be clear. So when we first go to do this, and we're going to save this one for last, it's going to look like it didn't work, but we're going to give it a couple days and it will be completely clear. And depending on your area, it may go a little bit faster. So this one's going to be a little bit more slow dripping too. I'm trying to debate whether I want to put, I'm going to put a little bit more in there just because we are live and we don't have too much time to try to coat that. So we're just going to go in there. And like I said, a little really does go a long way with these. And honestly, you don't want to excess coat them like I'm doing here because it could take a little bit longer to get out. So I'm going to bring y'all back up here so y'all can see. I think sometimes my angles, I just feel like it's more legit. I feel like you're crafting with me, you know? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to hold this over because I got an area that is completely not covered on this bottom side. So I'm going to kind of let it drip for a minute and tilt it this way and get it covered. Also, if you guys have made the glitter ornaments, what is your favorite? Let me know. What is your go-to method for doing these? Do you use polyacrylic? Do you use Mod Podge? Do you guys use the Mop and Glo and all of those things? And once again, keep in mind, if you do this, like today's your first day maybe, or if you've done these in the past and you've struggled and you're like, my glitter, it didn't work out, you may have not let it drip out enough. That is one of the biggest things I see every single year. All right, so now it's pretty much around. Once you're pretty much around to where it's just the neck of it, if you will, you can go ahead and set it down. Now I've got to be careful because I was not thinking, and I got mine on the inside of this. I'm going to very carefully get a wipey. So y'all bear with me. Y'all already know. In the craft room, we got to have baby wipes. If you don't, you're missing out. All right, so let me see here because I need to make sure I'm going to get that. I'm going to end up getting it all over this thing. All right, so let's see here. Let me go ahead and I'm just wiping the sides, like I said, because I don't want this to get all over my ornament. My ornament is basically going to set against that. So now I can go upside down, set it in there, and we are good. There we go. All right. So now let's go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space. We're going to go ahead and get these guys ready to cut out. I'll go ahead and start cutting them. And then as soon as we have them cut out, I'm going to draw the second winner. So y'all make sure you're using that hashtag gift for a chance to win 1 month of the Plus Gold membership. All right. So here we go. So let's go ahead and I've got a screen share. I totally forgot to share my next screen. So give me just a second. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, let me see here. Got to make sure I can still see you guys. All right, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and make this full screen so I won't be able to see you guys or any information. But like I said, you guys can see me. So with this, you guys may see a blue background, and I'm hoping that's good enough for you guys to be able to see here. I'm actually going to bring this in just a little bit more. Whoop. Maybe. There we go. And I should be able to slide it over. I was trying to see if I could slide this over. No, it's not going to let me. Just so you guys could see it a little bit better. So basically, let me do this. If I can, select these. I'm going to scoot them over. Hopefully, like I said, you guys can see with that baby blue background because with the white, I had some white pieces. And I knew you guys were not going to be able to see this good. Now, with this one, I'm actually going to use the snowflake. I was going to use the Santa Cam, but the Santa Cam, I already had one here just to kind of show you guys. So I wanted to do something just a little bit different. So all of them are linked down below. It's in this bundle, right? So we're using this snowflake. We're going to do it in white. So I think we're going to do it on the flat ornament. And so I've got that at 3 inches. So you just want to measure on your ornament and figure out about how big you can go. So we're going to do that one 3 inches. And then for this one here, I've already sized it out as well. It's going to go on, let's see, because I'm doing the bigger, I've already got the face. So this is going to go on one of the smaller ones. So I've sized it out as well. I did 2.5 high. And then I just simply typed out crystal. So whenever you get these monogram pieces, you're just simply going to add, say for example, this was for a last name, the Thomases. So I would put the Thomases in the middle. But for this, I wanted to show you guys today, C for Crystal. So one of the things my sister-in-law actually did one year too, just to tell you guys another story, she did something similar to this and she filled it full of, she put cash in. So on the big clear one, she put cash in there. She put some M&Ms, just a few little pieces inside of the clear ornament. And it was so cool. The kids just absolutely loved it, especially like a teenager, because it's hard to shop for them. So this one is the base. It comes with multiple pieces. It comes with the hats and all sorts of different pieces like sunglasses, and you can just pick and choose. So what I did was I chose these eyes, I chose this mouth and these cheeks, and then this nose, and then put it together. Simply select it and hit attach. So it's super easy to work with those. You're just basically picking which eyes. So like, you know, with this one over here, I have a wink, you could have an open mouth, all sorts of fun stuff. So these guys are ready. I'm not going to do this one today because obviously I have a face on that one. So we're going to be putting 2 of them on. So I'll delete this. I already have all of my pieces. So we're ready to make it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and send this over on the mat and then confirm. So I actually wanted to teach you guys something, a little trick today. So whenever it comes, let's see if I can do this with these ones. All right. So say, for example, I don't want to sit here and load 3 different mats. What can we do? So what you can actually do, number one, over in Cricut Design Space, make everything the same color, and then it's going to go on there and you can move them around. Or right here from this piece, whenever you click on this, you're going to see these 3 dots. You're going to click on it, move object, and you can choose which mat you're going to move it to. So I'm going to hit confirm. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move it to the bottom of the mat. So I know that all of my white pieces are up here, and then my black piece is going to be down here. I'm going to do the same thing with that red. I'm going to move it, move object, bring it over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and move that over there. So I'm going to cut a little red piece. So for my red, I need a 2x2 square. And then for my black, I'm going to need a 1, 2, 3, 3x3, right? So I could keep the screen open while I cut those pieces. And then this one right here, we're going to need a 4x7 of the white. So if we actually go ahead and drop the screen for just a minute, I'm going to go ahead and cut those out. So let me go and drop that for just a second. Let's see if I can possibly do that. Okay. So let's see here. We're going to go ahead and cut. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. All right. Just because it's a lot easier to see cutting these pieces here and then getting them on the mat. So let's see here. We're going to need our white. We're going to need the black. And then we're going to need the red. So I'm going to go ahead and set these guys out of the way for a second so they're not all right there. And then I'm going to bring up my paper trimmer. And I'm going to tell y'all, I need y'all's help to remind me to replace my blade. I have 5 of these things, but they're at the other studio, and it's driving me crazy. I'm like, I've got to replace this blade. All right, so I'm going to drop y'all down below, and let's go ahead and cut these really fast. So for a red, it was a 2x2 square, and so we're going to go ahead and get this in here and get us a 2x2 square cut. All right. 2x2. There we go. So now we're going to bring our mat back over here, and I'm going to load it right there. Perfect. So we're going to do the same thing. So let's go ahead and cut that white one. I think it was 7x4, and that's correct. So what I always do is the smallest. So we're going to cut the 4. All right. There we go. And then we're going to cut to 7. Does anybody else do this? That way you can load one mat one time. Crystal, replace the blade. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's what I need. So I feel like the next time we go live, I need you guys to say, Crystal, did you replace your blade? It would help me so much. All right, so here we go. And especially when I go back and read your comments, it'll remind me. I can pause it, run out to the other studio, and do what I'm supposed to be doing. All right, so let's see here. We're going to do 3x3. So we're going to cut this one. I'm going to do a 3x3 square. And I think this should be pretty close to the 3. So I'm just going to leave that one. All right. So down here, and I've already spoken. Once you're working with glitter, it's everywhere. I haven't even started, and it's all over my mat. I don't know if you guys can see that there. I have not even started yet. All right, here we go. So now, and that's coming from these little containers here that I was showing you guys a while ago. So let me bring y'all back up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And then I'm going to, yep, here we go. We're going to choose, I always choose the premium vinyl permanent, and then we are going to go ahead and hit go. So now I can just load this thing. And I need to move some stuff because I know it's about to knock it out of the way. There we go. And there we have it. I know you guys have got to know my pain here. Once you start crafting, stuff is everywhere. And that's what I feel. I feel like I'm limited sometimes. I need some more space. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit go. And like I said, super exciting. We're going to go ahead and be able to cut everything at one time. So in the meantime, while that is starting, I think I hit go, finalizing. I'm going to go ahead and reshare just in case I need to show the, in case we need to show our bundle again. So I'm just going to have that ready. All right. So while this is cutting, if you guys are ready, for another giveaway, drop those Christmas trees down below because one lucky winner is about to get 1 month's plus gold. So if you guys are ready, drop it down below. And so while you guys are doing those Christmas trees, I'm going to go ahead and prep up and get some things ready to go. So I'm going to move some things around. So drop those Christmas trees, drop those Christmas emojis, and I'm going to clean my mess. I need an assistant. And let me tell you, my kids, absolutely not. They do not want to participate in the cleaning. And then my husband, he's came down and helped me one time, and I've never had him back because, you know, when you have a place for something and my husband stuck stuff, I had no idea. I still haven't found some things. As much as I'm grateful, it's hard when you can't find your things. Okay, so we're going to get these. I think we're ready. I think I see those Christmas trees. So let's go ahead and get ready for another giveaway. Baby. There we go. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead and hit draw. So good luck to everybody. Once again, this is for 1 month of the Plus Gold membership. So good luck, good luck, good luck. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like this is Christmas. Congratulations, Vanessa Hoffman. Thank you so much for watching us here on Facebook. I am so excited for you, Vanessa. Enjoy your months of Plus Gold membership. Make sure you play around with everything. You're going to get 50 plus credits. So it's like 50 free files. You're going to get 15% off for that entire month. I hope you enjoy it. So all you need to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net. Let them know that you are the lucky winner, and they will add that to your account. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do another giveaway. So if you guys are ready, I think y'all are ready. I'm not going to make y'all guys, you know, do any work for this one. So here we go, because we're ready. So let's go ahead and I'm going to announce the hashtag first, and I'll tell you what you're going to get. Use hashtag ornaments. It's with the S. So hashtag ornaments for a chance to win this entire bundle that I'm showing you today. So one lucky winner is going to win this kids bundle, and we will draw that at the very end. So make sure you stay tuned. All right. So use hashtag ornaments for a chance to win. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these, flipping my mat over. Here we go. And then let's go ahead and get this one. Perfect. I'm going to hang this up. I actually have like 4 thumbtacks. So I have, you know, 2 blue because I use them a lot. I have my green one and then my purple one. And I just keep them in a square and I try to put it back. All right. So that way while we're working, we've got that. All right. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start weeding some pieces out. I'm going to drop it down below. And we're going to go ahead and start weeding our pieces out. Here we go. And then I think I'm going to skip the white for just a second. I know I'm really worried about weeding out that crystal, so I may actually do a reverse weed on it. All right. Let's see here. Very careful. I knew I was going to accidentally try to pull up my lines. So I'm going to fix that one really fast. They're so little, and I was fixing to say I did so well, and then I messed it up. I've been really struggling recently with dropping my adhesive vinyl on top of itself, and then it picks the other one up, and then I have to separate. Anyone else having that? And I've done it in the past, but not as much as I've been doing recently. And it's user error. It's my own self. I have no idea. Yes, congratulations, Vanessa. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate because I don't want to try to accidentally drop anything on each other. And they are separate pieces anyway. So we're going to cut out Crystal over there. And then we're going to go ahead and weed our snowflake. I think that one's going to be pretty easy. And then, like I said, we're pretty close to those being, you know, everything dripped out. So that's awesome. And so we're going to go ahead and just finish weeding these out here. All right, let's see here. And it won't take me very long. So, and then also, if you guys have any questions, we will be doing Q&A here in just a bit. So drop those down below. And if you put them in all caps, it does help us find them a little bit easier. So if you have any questions about what we're doing here today, we'll definitely get to those in just a bit. Now, Donna's obviously in the comments below, and she is helping as much as she can down there. All right, so I'm going to pull that piece out. Let's see here. We're going to get our next one. Now, also, did anybody have on their Christmas wish list, what was your one crafty item? So down below, link, drop, let me know. I can't even talk today. In the comments below, let me know what is the one crafty item that you asked for. Was it a Cricut? Was it a printer? Was it a weeding tool? Was it vinyl? I want to know, what is your one craft related item that you asked for Christmas? I want to know, what is everybody asking for and what is everybody getting or hoping to get? Let's see here. I think this one was just the Santa hat. Set that aside for later. Let me weed this and then we're going to get to the crystal. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to, I don't know if I want to do a reverse weed on it or not. I really honestly think it's going to be okay. So we're going to attempt it. Here we go. And if it starts to pick up, then I'm going to reverse it. Let's see what we got. So far, so good. All right. Like, sit back down. Sit back down. There you go. Hey, it worked out like a charm. I'm going to show you all really quick. I've just got a few teensy tiny pieces. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it surprises me sometimes. Now, with the Cricut, I really have found out, which I've talked about a few times, if you guys use the intricate cardstock settings for your cardstock projects, you're going to be mind blown. I mean, it works so well. I'm actually going to bring y'all back up here because we're fixing to be crafting with these. There's a tiny dot on the S here. I'm going to attempt to try to pull out with that weeding tool. So wish me luck. Here we go. Let's see. Nope. Because sometimes it's like if you try to weed it. Yeah, I think I got it. There we go. Perfect. All right. So that is ready as well. So let's see here. I'm going to glitter them first, and then we're going to go back and add these, obviously. So let's get those out of the way, and let's get ready to glitter. So I'm actually going to, let's see, cordless glue gun. You know, and honestly, anybody let me know down below. The Cricut one, has anybody purchased the Cricut glue gun? I'm very curious about it. I want it, but since I want a wireless, because it wasn't wireless, right? I love my wireless glue gun, and I could never, ever go back. So I'm very curious about that. Heat press, Cricut auto press. Ooh, did y'all see that on the, I get so excited about it because I almost bought it. For the Black Friday event on Amazon, that thing was like $749 or something. I almost bought it at that. And I was like, Crystal, we don't need it. So I had to contain myself. Okay, so let me drop y'all down below. And let me show you how we're going to glitter. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, let's see here. I'm going to get a cardstock on the bottom to help grab my glitter. And I'm actually going to create a funnel with this one. So that way we can get our glitters in there. Let's see here. So I kind of like, I think, trying to figure out how big I want this little thing to be here. So basically, I just kind of create. Now, I used to have a funnel in my, like from the Dollar Tree, just a cheap plastic funnel. And I'm going to go ahead and tape this just so I kind of have it and I can keep using it over and over again. So let's see here. I think I'll actually just use, since I can't find, we're going to use heat tape. You just use whatever you have. A wide variety, a white format Epson. Oh, what a good idea. Let's see. I would love a sublimation printer. Oh, I'm telling you guys, that is the number one thing I would be asking for. New computer to enlarge my, let's see, tumbler press. Yes. Yes. I'm loving all of these. Yes. I hope you guys get what you asked for, honestly. I'm not going to listen. I love my husband to death, but last year, I'm going to share because it's funny. Last year, my husband got me a My Pillow and a robe from My Pillow. So he got obsessed with, he's like, I want a My Pillow, and he's so excited. So he bought me one, like of his thing. And I love you, but I craft. I mean, you could have bought me anything crafty. He got me a My Pillow. I love him. I love him, you know, but I was like, seriously? So this year he's like, I know not to get you that. Because, you know, you're just like, I love it. And then honestly, the robe didn't even fit. So it was like awkward. And we've been married for 12 years, by the way. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do this one first. I think I'm trying to make sure because, oh, well, hold on. We're doing the white, blue. I think we're going to do him silver. So everybody okay with that? We're going to do him silver because I did another one with the blue. So I'm trying to remember at this point what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Another thing I want to know too is any big plans? Are you guys traveling? Do you guys travel for Christmas anywhere? We have never traveled for Christmas. We've always wanted to go to like New York City. I think it would just be so much fun, or even at least the days leading up. I've really always wanted to go see like the big Christmas tree and all of that stuff. Let's see. So maybe that'll be a goal of ours for our family for at some point in time. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and flip this guy over. Let's see, mine was a pink cutting machine last year. I liked the Cricut, but they were out of stock. So I ended up with a pink Cameo, and I love it. My husband, oh, that's amazing. I love that. That is awesome. He did very, very good. He did very, very good. All right, here we go. So we're going to take our little funnel, and depending, I mean, if you could get this in there, go for it. But what I like to do is just get this steady here, kind of hover this guy over and get some glitter in here. Same thing, glitter goes a long way, honestly, but what you don't use can go back in there. So we're going to be able to go back here in a second. Whoop, make sure I do not spill that. And we're going to be able to put whatever's going back in there. So you guys can see this starting to come together. So you're just going to be spinning it around. All right. And it's going to be coating it. See that? It coats so fast. It is such a quick process. And so you guys seen, so that's how I would start it. I would go ahead and get my ornaments going and then cut out the stuff, weight it, and you're already ready to go. So we're going to do this. Now, if you can, see, I'm pretty much getting mine without putting it on the paper. I'm actually going to open this lid back up, and I'm going to put it right back inside. All right, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and just make sure everything is covered. And so as it's coming down, I'm going to go ahead and a lot more, like, you know, I've overused, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that inside. So if you wanted to, so you see this one's already ready to go. If you wanted to already have your vinyl on before you even start the process, if that's one way that you want to do it. But look at how pretty that is. This one's like a holographic silver, and I love it. He's so cute. I love it. So what you may want to do is let this dry down further and then put your tops on. So I'm going to go ahead and just set mine right back in there for just a little bit. So you guys can kind of see that there. I just set mine back in here just to kind of let it dry. So that way, whenever I go to put this in here, it's not going to mess anything up. So towards the end of the show, I'll obviously pop all those on. So let's see here. This one here we did with the, I said I was going to save that one last. So this is the one that was with the Mop and Glo. And we are doing it with the blue. And this is actually a different blue than what I showed you today. So where is it? It's right here. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Pop this guy. I think I've already got the little piece out. And so we are completely ready for this one. Let's see. So same thing. I'm going to see if I can show you guys at this angle. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy in here. Get my glitter down in there. Once again, a little goes a long way. I probably just go overboard. And then just shaking it out and twisting it down. These are so easy. This is perfect craft too. You know, the kids are going to be home for the holidays. They're fixing to be out of school for 2 weeks. Reminder for you, Mom, they're fixing to be out for 2 weeks. And so you need some crafts. So this is a great one. Another thing for teachers too, to do in the classroom. This would be fun as well. All right. So we are going to go ahead and pop back open my top. I'm going to get it right back inside. If I can open it. I'm like, give it to me. Anybody else ever struggle with your little caps and stuff? All right, so let me carefully pop that out. I'm going to be covered in glitter this afternoon. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. And then we're just kind of tapping that out there. All right. Trying to make sure that I'm getting that little end cap, which also the end piece, I'm going to show you all really fast. This piece will also be covered up with that metal, so don't worry about it too much. And also, if you feel like you need to go back in, like maybe I have a little spot that I missed here, I may want to carefully, let's see if I can do it carefully, go back in and shake it out one more time to give another little coating. So don't be afraid to go back in there as well if you feel like you missed some spots. Okay. So I think that's good. Tapping out the excess. All right. And there you have it. Look at how gorgeous that blue is. So, so pretty. So this was the other blue that I showed you guys. I really love this one. So pretty. All right. So same thing. I'm going to go ahead and just set this aside. At this point, you don't need them upside down. If you wanted to, you could just set it flat on the table. I'm going to go do this. You know what I didn't do with that one is dump out the excess. We're just going to leave it. It's fine. I literally just swung across my entire workspace and basically slung that glitter everywhere. It's okay. It's fine. I love glitter, right? I love it. We all know that we just love, love, love it. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. So this is the one I was telling you we probably won't be able to see today because it needs to completely dry. So we are going to now go into this one. And we are going to go into it with, because this is the one I'm doing with the, it was kind of hard to make up my mind because there is already a red Santa hat. So I can't really use, I can't use this one. So I'm thinking I'm going to switch it up. I know it's not a normal Christmas color, but this is, I mean, it is because it's green, but it's almost like a minty green. So we're going to roll with it. All right. So we're going to roll with the green. So I've got to, I didn't prepare myself before I went live with these because some of them I've used obviously on projects and some of them I have not. Because have you ever went into the store? You're going in, you just need a blue glitter. You come back out with 10 different things of glitter. That's what happened when I purchased this glitter that day. They all looked good. So I purchased multiple. Plus, you know, they throw at you and it's like they were like 40% off or something. So I came out with a lot of glitter. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and I'll drop y'all down below for this one. And then we're going to go ahead and get this inside here. So just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this just like there. I think that's good. And then, oh my gosh, look how cool this one makes. Even if, you know what, I'm over here like freaking out right now. Okay, so this one right here, because when I did this one, by the time I honestly let it set longer than I needed to, I was doing like a TikTok reel for this. And so it only had just a little bit of that, that haze left, if you will, of that white. But this one, because I'm going so fast, I don't know if y'all can pick that up compared to the top. Look at that. See how it's white? If you actually did this with a white glue, with these like iridescent ones, the color changes. Can y'all see that? All right. So that is where it's white. This is what it looked like before with the white area. And this is what it looks like now. How crazy is that? I didn't even expect that to happen. Now this will, because it will dry clear, so that will go away. But if you had a white glue where it stayed white, if that makes sense, you're going to have that. I'm pumped right now. Honestly, I wish it would stay that way. Let me pop this back open one more time. Don't forget to use that hashtag ornaments because we will be drawing a lucky winner here in just a bit. Because all we have left to do is adding on our adhesive vinyl and Q&A. All right, so I'm hoping I got everything covered. I think I did. All right, because it seems like up here at the top, because it's still a little bit white, I feel like I needed to go back in one more time. I'm going to try it one more time. This time I'm not going to sling it across. I'm going to try to get it down as far as I can because I don't think I really got that coated good enough. All right. Popping it right back in there. Perfect. All right. So that looks good. Like I said, how crazy is this color? This is so cool. So before even that, you guys seen these. Let me show y'all again. Recap. We have to recap. So this is what they look like clear. This is what they look like with the glitter in it. So depending on what color glitter. So imagine if I did a blue or a pink or whatever, it would look totally different. I love that. So cool. The mermaid color. Yes. I just think it is so, so cool. Okay. So we're going to go ahead at this point. I'm going to drop that upside down. I'm going to start to clean this area up really fast and we're going to get ready to apply that. So I'm just going to carefully get this out of my way. You know what I need? I need that glitter vacuum. Have y'all seen that? It's a little small vacuum. I feel like We Are Memory Keepers even made one. So I need to check that out. So this is what we're actually going to do. Show y'all a little trick if I have one close by. I don't think I have a clean, you know what, maybe, yes, I do. One thing I like to do, ignore my mess behind me. I like to get like a big paintbrush like this because I'll vacuum all this later. But that way I'm not using my hands and getting it everywhere. So you guys are going to kind of see how I sweep my desk in a sense since I don't have a vacuum. Okay, so here we go. Let's get ready here. I'm going to bring back in. And one thing that I like to do too, so let me go ahead and bring y'all back down here. Let's start with this one and then we'll put it back together. So what I like to do is even just using the coffee mugs like this is perfect to just set it right on top. All right. So we need to take our snowflake. I almost used an iridescent silver that I had, but I thought, you know what? I don't know. I just felt like it was going to look really cute with this white. So we're going to go ahead and trim off my transfer tape. And just a little tip too, in case you guys are new to crafting, you can actually use contact paper from the Dollar Tree for $1. Well, $1.25. Now I'm trying to remember to say that, which I feel like we've always paid pretty close to $1.25 because tax, you know, but now I guess it's even more because tax. But I've been loving it. I love self-checkout. I'm one of the people that love self-checkout just because I'm an introvert. And so I like to just do my own thing and get out. And so I've actually been loving that. And I see that I lost a tiny little piece. You guys can see I lost a little piece. I've actually been loving the Dollar Tree's self-checkout. In and out, in and out. I'm moving on. All right, here we go. So we are going to go ahead and peel this guy up. And carefully, I'm trying to figure this out. It's going to drive me crazy now that I'm going to put it down at the bottom. Let's go. Here we go. Be nice and slow. Carefully get this guy down. Try not to buckle everything. And one thing that I like to do, which you'll see with these, is try to get the majority of it down. And then I'll come back and really press everything in. So I'm just making sure whenever I go to peel, everything's going to stay. And then I'll adjust anything that I need to so it's not super committed whenever I'm done. Because see, I've got a little spot here that I need to kind of push out and one right there. So because if you sit there and you really try to push those and force them now, that's where you're going to get those buckle marks. So just kind of be easy with it. I love that. That came out so good. So hopefully you guys can see that there. I'm going to pop back on. I think it'd be easier. There we go. To look at the other ornament to see how these go. So I'm going to pop this one back in here. Here we go. Perfect. Wait for it. All right, there we go. I really love that. So once again, I'll show you. I feel like the colors, I always say that. I feel like the colors are better on this camera. Well, they're both the same, but it's the way my table. I love it. One Dollar Tree does not. Plastic ornaments. Yes, use the lint roller to clean up glitter. Oh, that's so smart. So smart. But I love that. So you guys let me know. So this was I think that was the Mop and Glo. Yes, Mop and Glo. And then we had this big guy, which is, I'll go ahead and pop this one together. Once again, these are from the Dollar Tree, this big one. But they have all these sizes that I'm using today if you wanted to get them there. So there was that one. I'll try to bring him up, see if y'all guys can see look at his face. It's so adorable. I love it. That silver with that iridescent, that holographic. I love my glitter vacuum. Sherry, where did you get it? I want to know all the tea. Which one do you have? Because I need to get one too, obviously. All right. I think we can maybe do something like that so you guys can see them. All right. So last one. Oh, okay. Last one. I was like, what am I doing now? So we've got to get this guy up here. I'm actually going to go ahead and pop this on now, get it over with. And then we're going to pop on that vinyl. I'm trying to figure out which way. All right, drop you guys back down here on that mermaid one. Oh, I just wish it would stay. So now I'm kind of sad that I didn't use a white. You could even use like a white acrylic paint and then let it drip out and do the same thing so you have that white base if that was something you wanted to do. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go ahead. I'm actually going to start working on my sticker first. And I don't even need for like this one. I'm not even going to get a piece of transfer because it's almost just like a little sticker. See that? So I'll actually be able to carefully go in here and just pop that down. I'm going to do the same thing with these pieces. And then that way I'm picking it up at one time. Trying to make sure I'm staying within the, there we go. And then love them. Thank you so much, Paula. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys have been hanging out here today. I just absolutely love every single Monday that I get to hang out with you guys. So there we go. So we have this piece, and then the crystal is going to go down, but I'm going to get the crystal last. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and pick this guy up with our transfer. And I kept that guy right over here. All right. And then we're just going to go ahead and start to pick this up. So whenever you're working with a round surface, it can get a little bit tricky. So fingers crossed for me, guys, that everything goes smooth. Because you know when you're live, it just, I'm going to try to tilt it towards me for a second so I can visually see. So you guys bear with me just so I can see what I've got going on here. Make sure I'm getting it on there straight. Something about like that. So I've got it on there. And so what I like to do is I'm going to get this top piece down first, and then I'm going to grab the bottom. So carefully. And what I do is I kind of tug on it in a sense. So I'm kind of pulling and pushing. Once again, I'll really commit everything once I peel off the carrier sheet here in just a second. All right. And we're going to go ahead and start working on our bottom. And I'm just tugging. There we go. I think I messed up my line. I'll have to go back and get that adjusted there. But you see, like I said, before I go in and really start smashing anything down, I'm going to carefully try to start to get rid of this transfer tape. Get this guy down. And then since nothing is super committed, at that point, I could go and make any sort of adjustments. Like my hat needs to be pushed down just a little bit there. And here. Perfect. Getting out those little bubbles. Hopefully you guys can see everything there. And then I'm going to go ahead and carefully attempt to make sure this part of my C is down. I'm going to go ahead and carefully attempt to adjust this line right here. So I'm just using my weeding tool, and I'm just going to adjust it to where I can. So this one here, and then we're almost done. I'm going to add that C, and we will be done. I hope you guys are going to recreate these or even just make your own. So definitely make sure you guys are checking out that kids bundle because it's totally worth it. So there we have it. Look how cute that is on the iridescent. Oh, I love the way that this one came out. I'm super pumped. You know, everything happens for a reason because, like I said, I was going to do the hairspray to show you something just different and something that you wouldn't even think of. But this is one that we have not touched base on yet. And like I said, we get questions all the time. So the fact that I couldn't find that, and you guys seen that with a really thick white base in the beginning, I would have never known this. I mean, the colors are just so stinking cool. One more time, I'm going to pop y'all up here and we're going to put that C on. So I do love that. That would be a great ornament. You could do these for everybody in the family, or you could just do one family, you know, the last name, like I said, and gift it to somebody, or make it an item that you sell in your shop. So this one's going to be really easy. I'll drop you guys back down below because we don't have any sort of pieces that we're having to try to bend around, you know? All right, so here we go. And we're fixing a draw. So make sure you guys are using that hashtag ornaments for a chance to win. So, and then we're fixing to do Q&A. So like I said, drop those comments down below and I'll try to answer them. How do I get the bundle? We have it. I think Dawn has it linked for you. So cute. I love it. Dawn has it linked for you in the comments below, I believe. And then it's also in the description. So hopefully you guys can see, I'm just kind of going down right here. I'm kind of getting one side. Once again, your best friend's going to be kind of tugging and pulling. Look at how cool that is. So cool. And then, since I know this one is where it needs to be, I'm going to take my squeegee and try to get it down because it's such small pieces. And peel. And now we have a personalized ornament. So cute. I love that so much. Frozen. I love the last ornament. Oh, it's so cool. I cannot get over this one. I honestly cannot get over it. And I was kind of like sad a little bit because I knew that you guys were it was going to look hazed for a little bit. Because if you actually go back and watch my Instagram or TikTok reel and you really look at it, you're going to notice that my sides here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Where now, I mean, you have none of that. So absolutely, it will completely clear its way out. So if it's a clear, if it's meant to be clear, it will completely clear out. It just may take a couple of days. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for Q&A. Get these guys propped up so you guys can see them. We'll get that out of the way. All right, so let's go ahead and see what questions you guys have for me today. And please ignore my mess here. Where do you find those huge ornaments? So these ones right here are from the Dollar Tree. I bet you anything you can still grab them at, like, Michael's and Hobby Lobby, places like that. But these were from the Dollar Tree. So $1.25. Let's see here. Are those plastic? These ones are plastic. Even the iridescent ones are plastic. So these that I use today are plastic. And then these ones here are glass. So these ones that I purchased that are the flat ones, these ones are glass. So you can use both. Where did you buy the glue? So the glue, so for this one right here, you can actually grab it on Amazon. I do think I have it linked below. You can grab them at places like, I think even Hobby Lobby might have it, but Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that is where you want to look for something like this. And it's going to be, usually it's where like your woodworking stuff is. So like where you would go find stains for the floor and all that stuff, I believe is where that's at. But I do have it linked below on Amazon, and I still have. So like I said, I've been using this one right here, and I still have an entire container, and I just add more in as I need to, and it doesn't go bad staying in here. So like 2 or 3 years old this guy is. All right, let's see. How well does the polyacrylic hold up in the glitter ornament year after year? It will, 100%. If you let them dry, because like you're going to notice it right away. If you did not let it dry enough, you're going to notice them start to pull away, and that means you did not allow enough time, which you're learning. So you'll know next time, give it a little bit more time. The other thing you might be mindful for is, where do you store them? We store our stuff like in the attic, and I have not had problems with it, but you could. So maybe if it was just a really hot day, it could maybe melt some of that adhesive, but we have some that we've made years ago, so they do hold up very, very well. Let's see, does plastic or glass work better than the other? Nope, they're both going to be exactly the same. So one is definitely not going to be better than the other. Does another mopping product work? I want to say there was one more. I can't remember because we've been doing this for years, but I want to say there was one more. This is the thing you need to keep in mind. If it has like a stickiness to it, it's going to work, because you basically, so like I said, the same sense with that hairspray, the one that's the liquid, it's kind of tacky. So once it's dry, it's not, but it's that tacky. And so if it has something like that, it's going to work. So that's just something to kind of think about. So feel free to kind of play around with some other things. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that we have not discovered yet. But Mop and Glo is one that's just really easy to grab. I grabbed this. I even put it, listen, I'm bad for the Walmart deliveries. Anybody else a Plus member from Walmart? Everything is delivered. Dawn in the comments is too. We were talking about it the other day. We get 5 deliveries a week. I don't go to Walmart for nothing. I'm an introvert. And so I even got this in my Walmart order, honestly. So Walmart, places like that. So I really wish I had another one. And then also Mod Podge, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Amazon, all sorts of different places on this one. All right, let's see. I have a question. Could you put 2 layers of polyacrylic, like after you put the glitter and it didn't come out? Yes, you definitely could. So if you need to go back in, feel free to go back, add in some polyacrylic around in that area, do that same thing, and then dump it out. I wouldn't put a whole ton, just enough, kind of spraying it towards that area, and then go back in with that glitter, and you're going to be good to go. Okay, they're done that. Crystal, what is your favorite product that you like to use in the ornaments? I knew you guys were going to ask me that question, and I will say, I think the polyacrylic. I think the one thing about the Mop and Glo, I love it to death, but the one thing is it goes so fast, which is great. I do like that for the speed, but I'm so clumsy that like when I'm doing it, I feel like it's splashing on me. So you want to have it in an area. You could always have a little bin or something, so that one can get a little bit splashy, if you will, where the polyacrylic gives me some time to kind of work and move it, and I can stop it before it goes out. But the polyacrylic has been my tried and true. Love it, but I have not had any issues with any sort of, coming apart or any of those things. Everything has worked great. But that is my favorite, is the polyacrylic. I rarely get the snap mat to work. Any tips? You know what? I think it is Kathleen. Like I said, I need some readers. the one thing is I want to touch base on that this year. So stay tuned. I'm going to have a tutorial coming on that. It may come in some tips and tricks for Cricut, but definitely keep an eye out. So hit that notification bell. But I want to touch base on that this year because I have not yet. So stay tuned. I'll get to you on that pretty soon. All right, let's see here. I want a printer that prints larger sizes. Any suggestions so I can tell my family? Now, if, for example, it just depends. So, for example, if you were wanting the Sawgrass, it would be the Sawgrass SG 1000. Those can get very pricey, but if you were converting an Epson printer, I don't have the exact numbers because there's so many different numbers. And I think Epson now has officially made one, honestly, and that may be something I need to get into for y'all. Epson finally released, I think, was it over the summer, maybe a year ago? Epson finally released one that is specifically for sublimation inks. So that one may be big enough, but you just want to look for it whenever you're looking at the packaging, the box, and all of that kind of stuff, what sizes it prints up to. So, for example, the Sawgrass SG 1000, I think is 13 by 19. So I hope that helps. All right, what kind of vinyl do you use? I love the blue backing on the white vinyl. So I actually use StarCraft. And let me tell you all a tip, all right? So when I buy mine, I buy it like this. I use white and black the most. So I buy them on these ginormous rolls from 143. And I'm going to tell you guys, don't quote me on this. I'm pretty sure this guy's like $10 or $14. It's crazy to think about it, which I know that, say, for example, when we buy the 12 by 12 sheets, they are, and I just cut mine down to size as I'm using it. So this today, I already had just a pre-cut sheet, but I always buy the rolls for those. Then I buy my colors. So I buy my white and black like this, and then I buy my colors in the sheets. But 143, so if you click our link below, you can definitely just go to the vinyl and look at the rolls. So cheap, especially whenever you guys, they have these sometimes in their clearance events, I think, but love the roll. All right, StarCraft, by the way, and it's matte. All right, note, we need to know what gun do you have? For my glue gun, it is actually the Lynn Lily. So this is SureBonder, and I want you guys to know because I'm a crafter, so just like you guys, so we love the color. So there's actually just the normal SureBonder color, and I think it's all black with some orange and green. So that one you can usually find everywhere, like Amazon, even inside of the stores. I think you can find that inside Hobby Lobby, Walmart, things like that. But this one, you have to order directly from SureBonder's website. They had it on Amazon for a little bit, but go to SureBonder.com. This is the Lynn Lily gun. I love it because it is mint and pink. And it's wireless. Now the cord's not attached to this one, so this catches the glue. It's wireless and it's cute, right? It's super, super cute. And then you have a button, I think, high and low and all of that kind of stuff. So I do love it, but just keep in mind, the black and orange and green colored one, it's not as pretty for us crafters, but it is the exact same thing. Another tip that I have with my glue guns, they make a fabric glue, and then you have the glue sticks that have the glitter. I keep separate glue guns for separate glues. So for example, this one would be my clear glues, and then I have one for the fabric glue that's white, and then I have one for the glitters. For the glitters, I just purchased, you know, the Dollar Tree has those for $1 or the Walmart has them for a couple dollars. I do that with the glitters. You can even do it with the fabric. I actually have the second one, the black one with the orange and stuff. I know I'm taking forever on this one, but I just had to tell you guys, I keep those separate glues. So that way I'm not having to force it through and waste. So I have different glue guns for different things. All right, let's see. Anything else? I think, let's see. Crystal, okay. What is the best Cricut to purchase right now? In my opinion, I love the Cricut models. I think the Cricut Maker is too much for everybody. I think if you were a sewist, really, I don't think a lot of us even cut the wood with it, just to be truthful. I think you can do that stuff, but I think honestly, a majority of us, we're doing paper crafts, we're doing vinyl, we're doing iron-on, because you can do some fabrics with this if it's bonded. So I honestly think save the money and go for the Cricut Explorer 3, even the Cricut Explorer 2. I still love. The only difference with the Cricut Explorer 3 is the fact that you can use their smart materials and you don't have to have a mat. Other than that, go for the Cricut. If you're not going to be using their materials, which you guys see here, I really don't. I could still be just using my Cricut Explorer 2. So save the cash. Those were like on Black Friday, and I think still on sale for like, what, $150 and stuff. So highly recommend that. All right, let's see. What would you recommend for the low tack transfer tape? I've bought a few different brands, and they weren't strong enough. Let's see, hold on. And they are just too strong. Okay, yes, I know totally what you're saying. So The one that I always buy, I have it linked down below. Once again, I get this from 143. I used contact paper from the Dollar Tree for years, honestly. Then I came obsessed with the paper transfer tape from Expressions Vinyl. And then I discovered this one at 143. So I like it because it stays on this roll and it does have the perfect tack. It's absolutely perfect. And like I said, we have this link below. This is $10. And I purchased a couple at a time because I love it so much. Let's see here. Can you put another layer of polyacrylic glitter after it turns and how you want? Yes. So that one is one that we've answered. So yes, totally can. Feel free. If you've missed an area, go back in there. You're going to be totally fine. Let's see. Does the intricate cut work on vinyl? You know, I have not tried that yet, but I've been thinking about trying that just to see. Just to see if that would work, because the intricate cut honestly has blown my mind away. Out of anything that Cricut has done within the last few years, when I played around with that intricate cut setting with a cardstock, I was mind blown at the smallest pieces that you could cut that I would actually struggle before. It's crazy. So I've been thinking about trying that with that just to see on some really small pieces. Question, can I send you a mini, let's see, question, can I send you a mini desk bag for Christmas? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I would absolutely love it. You definitely do not have to. If you wanted to, you could definitely just reach out to them, mel@designbundles.net, and let them know that you're interested. Let's see, Brenda, what is chocolate gravy? So I honestly don't know what's in it. Somebody let us know in the comments below. I think it's like, is it chocolate pudding? And it's some other stuff. So somebody let us know in the comments below because I need to know everything that's in there too. But this is what's hard for me. And I think that was our last question. I love, like I said, a breakfast. So I want the biscuits. I want the white gravy with the pepper in it and the sausage. Where the chocolate gravy, I think, is more of your sweet. Like if you had jelly, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. So you have your biscuits with I just can't do it. Would it be savory in my, I don't know. All right. So I think that was it. So let's go ahead and get ready for the giveaway. All right, so this is going to be for this entire kids bundle. So one lucky winner. Here we go. So let's go ahead and hit that draw button here. Good luck to everybody. And whoever wins, I hope you enjoy this kids bundle and make some of these ornaments as well. All right, let's see here. Dun, da, da, da. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Here we go. Congratulations. I'm not even going to try to butcher your name. I think it is Jack's. Is it that Jack's Pop Shop? You won. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching us here on YouTube. All you have to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net. Let them know that you are the lucky winner of the Kids Craft Bundle, and they will add that to your account as soon as possible. So like I said, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. These came out so stinking cute. The blue was gorgeous. And I think our fan favorite is the mermaid looking one. And so, like I said, it's going to go, but I think it is super, super cool. But like I said, I've had a blast with you guys. I hope you guys have a happy holiday, and I'll actually see you guys next Monday. So bye for now.